Hello, and welcome to my new series called Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Interactions. In today's episode, we will be covering card interactions between the new card, Penguin Torpedo, and a very specific water attribute trap card, which I don't think many people remember. It's called Yugioh of the Ocean Dragonlord. We will have a quick look at the effect of Penguin Torpedo. It's a water aqua level 3 with 550 attack and 300 defense. And its effect is this card can attack directly. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one level 6 or lower monster your opponent controls, take control of it until the end phase, but its effects are negated. Also, it cannot declare an attack while you control it. You can only use this effect of Penguin Torpedo once per turn. At the end of the damage step, if this card attacked, destroy this card. So the other card for this combo is called Yugioh of the Ocean Dragonlord. This is a normal trap card, and its effect is until the end phase, face up level 3 or lower water monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. So the point of this is to be able to summon your Penguin Torpedo. What it does is it can go into its direct attack, and the effect of the Yugioh of the Ocean Dragonlords prevents it from destroying itself with its own ability. It's quite a slow technique to use, especially since you have to set the trap before using this effect. In comparison to Power of the Guardians, this is very slow, because with that being an equipped spell, it can be used straight away and its effect can be used. The benefit of this card is that the benefit of this card is its ability to protect more than one. If you have, say for example, all 3 on the field, you're able to get 1,000, I think it's 1,600 attack points worth of direct battle damage, and of course they all protect themselves through that trap card's effect. As for finding these cards, I was researching Yugioh Pro to look at effects which prevent monsters from destroying themselves. And I sort of knew what this card was and could picture the card, but I couldn't remember its exact name. Eventually I found it by typing about water attribute monsters. You know, they've got some protection cards. There are a few more to mention a bit later on. This card is quite useful within a pure Penguin deck, as you have several cards which could benefit, including Penguin Soldier and No Penguin. Remember, this doesn't just protect against effects. This protects against battle as well. So if you have something like Penguin Soldier, which needs to just flip itself up, you can of course reset it your next turn if you've got any cards such as Book of Moon or any of these other flip effect cards. In terms of a technical strategy, I'd give this now a 2 out of 5. The reason for this, why it's quite low in technique, is because it's a 2-card combination. It only lasts for the turn that you have both cards on the field, really. It's not a continuous trap, otherwise that would be quite a broken effect if you could continually protect your water attribute monsters, especially with something like Penguin Torpedo that can keep going in for the attacks. It is a bit of a disappointment from that point of view, but there are other cards which do a similar thing as well, or maybe a little bit better, as you'll see in some more of these gameplays. In terms of its ease of use, I would say it's a 1 out of 5. The reason why it's not so easy to use is because you need to be able to search both the trap card and Penguin Torpedo. Penguin Torpedo, it can be easily searched. It's not a difficult thing with things such as Mother Grizzly, which is the kind of water attribute summoner. When it's destroyed by battle, you just instantly bring out a water attribute with 1,500 or less attack. But the trap card is a lot more difficult to access, and therefore also it requires you to kind of set it up. If your opponent has anything that has a spell or trap effect negation or destruction, such as, I don't know, something generic like Tornado Dragon, that means you instantly lose that card without being able to kind of resolve it. Even though you could resolve it to the effect of Tornado Dragon, if this is not your turn, then you've done nothing really than kind of off-put the damage for Penguin Torpedo for the next turn. It's just not a good strategy to use. In terms of its surprise factor, I think this is actually a 4 out of 5. The reason I say this is because it will actually shock your opponent. Aegis of the Ocean Dragon Lords is a very old trap card. It doesn't see competitive play, so it's kind of on the higher scale of surprise, just because it's as old as it is. Thank you for watching the video. Like the video if you enjoyed it. What do you think of this combo? Has this been something you've thought of before, or did I actually help to bring out a new strategy for you? Whatever you thought, leave your comments down below, and please subscribe. It helps to promote my channel to YouTube.